We will see how the physical microsystem of knowledge associated with the self is built. It will enable us to understand the levels of material knowledge. The outside physical macrosystem is an endless tour of infinite forms of knowledge, which appear similar to their original ones in the Qadr, that is, the macro spiritual system. The worldly knowledge forms are relative realities called ayaat, translated as symbols or signs. What is consumed of ayaat is the provision called a rizq. The microsystem earns knowledge using its learning faculties, which are consumers of rizq. They are four in number. They are the body, the sensory organs, the mind, and the intellect. The appetite of these faculties for its particular form of food is fundamental to the sustenance of the self. The self has thus thirst and hunger, curiosity and inquisitiveness, wishes and desires, and the urge for peaceful balance. A portion of the rizq is assimilated, while another portion is rejected and used for recycling in the macro system. The assimilated portion builds up four different systems of knowledge. There are four different minor systems of knowledge, which collectively constitute the macro physical knowledge system of man. The senses function as the connecting doors of the faculties, including themselves, including the senses, to the macro outer system. There are different knowledge types of the senses together constitute a single minor system. Thus we have the minor systems of the body, the sensory organs, the mind, and the intellect. These minor systems constitute four different levels of the micro-physical system that manifest the self. Some portion of a particular minor system is stored for future use of that faculty, while another portion is used for its build-up. Yet another portion is converted into energy required for its functioning. In the case of vision, the sensation on assimilation is turned into impulses which form its type of knowledge. It will be stored, used for growth and conversion into energy for the functioning of the eyes, that is, seeing. A person locked up under dark premises without the chance of any light entering there would lose sight for want of generating its knowledge type and energy, even as the body is being fed all along. The mind feeds on pleasures in order to satisfy the desires. It is assimilated as feelings and emotions, generating moods and temperaments. If there is no scope for fulfilling its needs, insanity or perversion will ensue. If its wishes were overfed with pleasures, the person will suffer physically and intellectually due to mental obesity. In the same way, intellectual obesity and intellectual deprivation are equally unhealthy and harmful. The central store of knowledge forms contributed by the faculties is called memory. The assimilation of knowledge, termed understanding, generates a reaction which the faculty expresses, that is the speech of that faculty. The four faculties register four levels of understanding on an ayat of creation, imparting four levels of meaning to it. There are three more faculties of knowledge that is hidden in the ayat, which are attached to the spiritual being. These faculties belong to the spiritual that dig out the hidden layers in the ayat. Thus, an ayat will have 7 layers of meaning. However, the depth of knowledge is restricted by the interference or indulgence of the mind. Of the four faculties, the mind is the master controller that determines the quality of the microsystem and its manifested self. It is the seat of imagination, belief, and superstition, and the center of feelings and emotions. It makes endless demands for its desires by commanding the intellect. for execution. It approves and disapproves the functioning of the core faculties based on its likes and dislikes. It causes the senses to be shut down or be opened up, making them passive or active. Its position, orientation, and opening. 3 factors: position, orientation, and opening or expansion. Decides the conduct and character of that person. One's Qadr or destiny is attached to it. We will see 4 slides depicting 4 states owing to the position and opening of mind. We will, inshallah, try to throw more light on the dynamics of mind-related issues with illustrations, maybe in the next 1 or 2 sessions. We pray that our efforts at enhancing knowledge about ourselves may expand our minds and open up our hearts that will bring us closer to Him, the one and only, to be led by His divine light, and that the knowledge being disseminated be included among the beneficial knowledge, helping every viewer of all age groups and last across generations. We pray that we be guided and be amply rewarded for spreading the light of knowledge by sharing and subscribing. Amen.